Good morning to everyone. Welcome to the online channel of Sarvopari Institute Morbi. This is SYBCom semester 4 and the subject is accounting 4. Today we are going to learn question number 20, that is Sri Joginder, page number 176. Okay, now we are starting from the question. Sri Joginder of Rajputpara filed his bankruptcy petition on 1st April 2004 and his statement of affairs was composed of the following figures. Table ની અંદર ડિટેલ આપેલી છે, details of amount. Very first unsecured creditor 74,100, loan of his wife into bracket 50% from Sridhan, amount is 10,000. Creditors secured by lien on building, તો એક એની સામે મોર્ગેજ પ્રોવાઈડ કરેલી છે, amount is 40,000. Creditors secured by lien on machinery, amount is 15,000. 2 clerk salary for 3 months, that is 3,000. Creditors for wages 3 workers and duration is 2 months, amount rupees 6,000. Outstanding rent for 4 months, amount 1,000. Bills discounted bracket માં rupees 6,000 dishonored કરેલા છે and amount of book value is 10,000. Next, building estimated to realized value, that is 50,000 and book value is 20,000. Machinery estimated value rupees 10,000 and book value rupees 40,000. Furniture estimated to realize rupees 2,000 and book value 10,000. Debtors estimated to realize rupees 30,000 and book value is 40,000. Stock market price is 30,000, amount 40,000. Bills receivable estimated to realize rupees 8,000 and book value 10,000. Cash in hand 100 rupees. Okay, now we have one paragraph. 1st April 1998, Sri Joginder started business with capital of rupees 70,000. આ એમની initial capital છે, જેને આપણે opening capital તરીકે ઓળખીએ. He made profit of rupees 55,000 for first 4 years and then after there was a loss. તો કે પહેલા 4 વર્ષ માટેનો જે પ્રોફિટ છે amounted 55,000 and ત્યારબાદ તે લોસ થી સફર કરે છે. ઓકે, નેક્સ્ટ, amount of loss could not be known. હવે લોસ ની amount કેટલી છે એ તેમને ખ્યાલ નથી. Interest of rupees 20,000 was calculated on capital. capital નું interest છે, મૂડી પરનું વ્યાજ, amount of that 20,000. The amount of withdrawal was rupees 1,000 for each month of all year. તો ઉપાડ એની રકમ આપેલી છે 1,000 for each month of all year, દરેક મહિનામાં વર્ષના 1,000 રૂપિયા ફિક્સ છે. સો આ થઈ આપણી રકમ. ઓકે, વેરી ફર્સ્ટ સ્ટેપ તમારે પ્રિપેર કરવાનું છે સ્ટેટમેન્ટ ઓફ અફેર્સ. ત્યારબાદ આપણે પ્રિપેર કરવાનું થશે ડેફિશિયન્સી એકાઉન્ટ અને ઇન ધ લાસ્ટ આપણે આ વખતે ટ્રાયલ બેલેન્સ છે એ લોસ અથવા તો પ્રોફિટની એમાઉન્ટ ન આપેલી હોય તો ફાઇન્ડ આઉટ કરવા માટે દર્શાવવામાં આવે છે. પણ ઇન સમ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ કેસીસ ઇફ ધેર આર નો ડિસ્ક્રાઇબ ધ એમાઉન્ટ ઓફ લોસ, તો આપણે આની અંદર સિમ્પલી એમાઉન્ટ આપણે લખતી નહીં. ઓકે, સો લેટ્સ સ્ટાર્ટ વિથ ધ લિસ્ટ એ. તો લિસ્ટ એ આપેલું છે આપણને અનસિક્યોર ક્રેડિટર. ઓકે, સો વેરી ફર્સ્ટ આપણે જોવાનું છે વોટ વિલ બી ધ એમાઉન્ટ ઓફ અનસિક્યોર્ડ ક્રેડિટર. તો સ્ટાર્ટિંગ ની અંદર આપેલું છે અનસિક્યોર્ડ ક્રેડિટર 74,100. સો આપણે અહીંયા ડિસ્ક્રાઇબ કરશે ક્રેડિટર રૂપીસ 74,100. ત્યારબાદ આપેલી છે આપણને સ્ત્રીધન લોન. તો સ્ત્રીધન લોન શું કામ અનસિક્યોર ક્રેડિટરમાં આવે? બીકોઝ ઓફ કે એ એમાઉન્ટ જે છે એ આપણી માટે હવે અનસિક્યોર છે, બીકોઝ એ લોનની એમાઉન્ટ પાછી આવશે કે નહીં તેની પોસિબિલિટીઝ આની અંદર નથી હોતી. તો સ્ત્રીધન લોનની એમાઉન્ટ જે છે એ આપણને આપેલી છે 5000. તો એને આપણે અનસિક્યોર ક્રેડિટરની અંદર ડિસ્ક્રાઇબ કરવાની છે. સ્ત્રીધન લોન ₹5000. ત્યારબાદ સેલેરી ઓફ ક્લાર્ક. ક્લર્કની સેલેરી આપેલી છે 2960. તો એ આપણે અનસિક્યોર ક્રેડિટર્સના હેડિંગમાં આપણે 2960 ડિસ્ક્રાઇબ કરવાની છે. ત્યારબાદ આપેલી છે આપણને નેક્સ્ટ એન્ટ્રી ક્રેડિટર્સ ઓફ વેજીસ 5940. હવે આપણને ક્રેડિટર્સ ફોર વેજીસ છે એમાં બ્રેકેટમાં કીધું છે કે 3 વર્કર્સ એન્ડ 2 મંથ. તો જે રીતે આપણને ક્લર્કની સેલેરી આપેલી છે 3000, આપણે એક વર્કિંગ નોટ દ્વારા સમજીએ. વર્કિંગ નોટ નંબર 2, ક્લર્ક સેલેરી હવે 3000 આપેલી છે અને 2 ક્લર્ક. તો આપણે એમાંથી 20 લેસ કરીએ બેયના, એટલે આપણને મળશે 2960 એમાઉન્ટ મળશે. એટલે આપણે અહીંયા ડિસ્ક્રાઇબ કરી 2960. હવે આપણને માઇન્ડમાં એક ક્વેશ્ચન રેઝ થાય, વાય આપણે 20 બે ક્લર્ક છે તો 20 રૂપીઝ. તો એકોર્ડિંગ ટુ ધ રૂલ્સ આપણે કોઈ બી એક ક્લાર્કની ₹20 મિનિમમ આપણે જે છે કાઉન્ટ કરવાની થાય. So here we have a 2 clerk and the amount of that is 3000. તો આપણે એક ક્લર્કની ₹20 લેખે આપણે લેસ કરવાની થાય. So we have a 2 clerk, so we have less 40 rupees. So 3000 minus 40 is equal to 2960. So here we comes clerk salary of ₹2960. Now creditors for wages. તો સેમ આપણે એની અંદર જોવાનું છે કે ક્રેડિટર ફોર વેજીસ એમાં કેટલા વર્કર્સ ની ડિટેલ્સ પ્રોવાઈડ કરેલી છે. તો અહીંયા આપણને ડિટેલ્સ પ્રોવાઈડ કરેલી છે 3 વર્કર્સની. તો એક વર્કર્સના 20 રૂપીઝ લેખે આપણે માઇનસ કરવાના થાય in any kinds of cases. So we have amount is 6000 and we have 3 workers, so we have to less 60 rupees per worker, 20 rupees. So here we getting 30. So 6000 minus 30 is equal to 5940. So that is our net amount for creditor of wages 5940. After that it will come rent, amount of rent. So amount of rent that is common 1000. There are no any increase or decreases. And last, bills dishonored. So very first we have to notice that what will be the amount of bills discounted. Okay, we have 6000 amount of bills dishonored in the amount. So under the heading of unsecured creditor we have to describe bills dishonored. Amount is 6000. Now we have a net total of unsecured creditor. We have to describe that in outer column, that is 95,000 total amount. Okay, next list B, fully secured creditor. Okay, so fully secured creditor, very first we have to find the creditors on which we keep any kinds of mortgage of assets. So very first, creditors secured by lien on building. So mortgage of that building, amount of that 40,000. So creditors amount is 40,000. Now we have to find the estimated value of building. So here we given estimated value of building, that is 50,000. So here we describing estimated value of building, amount 50,000. So we are getting the surplus of 10,000. 40,000 that is creditors amount, 50,000 that is estimated value. So we have getting 10,000 more. It is called surplus. But according to the rules, the total amount of list B we are not describing outer column. So we have to keep that amount in inner column and the amount is 10,000. Okay. Next, list E. List E have a very first preference, we are given the assets. Under the head of assets, Very first we have given furniture. So we have to show the value, estimated value and book value of furniture. So book value of furniture we have given 10,000 and estimated value of the furniture we have given 2,000. Next assets comes, that is stock. So here we given market price. Market price, that is also called estimated value and book value. Book value is 40,000 and market price are same as the estimated value, that is 30,000. Next assets we have a cash. Cash is 100 only, that is estimated value. So both are the same. Book value is 100 and estimated value is 100. Okay, we have one another asset, that is building. But that assets are not showing under the head of assets. The question is because of why? Building have a mortgage on creditors, so that asset will not consider under the head of list E, that is assets. Okay. Next we have list F, that is debtors. We have three options: good debtors, bad debts and doubtful. But here we have given only one, that is good debtors. Amount we have to show the book value and the estimated value. So debtors estimated value is 30,000 and book value is 40,000. So debtors book value is 40,000 and estimated value described 30,000. Next we have list G. Under the head of list G, we are described bills receivables amount. We have to show what will be the bills receivable amount. Okay, we have to consider two amounts mainly. બે આપણે amount consider કરવાની છે. Very first book value and ત્યારબાદ estimated value of that assets. Okay, તો આપણે consider કરીએ bills receivable ની book value. તો book value આપણને total આપેલી છે 10,000. Estimated value આપણને આપેલી છે 8,000. So આપણે અહીંયા list A, list B, list E, list F અને list G આપણે પાર્ટલી આની અંદર આ એન્ટ્રી આપણે જોઈ છે અને આ બે વર્કિંગ નોટ્સ. આગળ હવે આપણે જોઈએ લિસ્ટ C, લિસ્ટ D અને લિસ્ટ H. ઓકે, સો નેક્સ્ટ વી આર શોઈંગ ધ લિસ્ટ લિસ્ટ C, લિસ્ટ D and amount of list H. ઓકે, સો વેરી ફર્સ્ટ આપણે લિસ્ટ A અને લિસ્ટ B આ બે કન્સિડર કર્યું અને અહીંયા લિસ્ટ E, F અને G આ ત્રણ વસ્તુ કન્સિડર કર્યા બાદ લિસ્ટ C heading of list is partly secure creditor. Okay, so we have to show what will be come under the head of partly secure creditor. Very first we have to show the amount of that, what will be the mortgage. Creditor secured by lien on machinery. તો machinery ઉપર જે mortgage રાખેલું છે partly secure creditor, the amount of that will not recover. So partly amount will be recovered. So it will be shown under the head of partly secure creditor and the amount is 15,000. Now આપણે જોવાનું છે કે what will be the mortgage on that creditors. Partly secure છે તો which asset has mortgage on that thing. So it will machinery. So we have to show estimated value of machinery. So value of machinery, that is 10,000. Estimated value of machinery, it is 10,000. So we have surplus of rupees 5,000 and it is list C. So we have to describe that amount in outer column and amount is 5,000. After it is come list D, preferential creditors. Okay, so preferential creditors ni under we have to show the outstanding salary, outstanding wages. Okay, so very first we have given outstanding salary. The amount of outstanding salary, that is 2 clerk salary for 3 months. 2 clerk salary and 3 months, but that is rule per clerk amount is 20. So here 2 clerk are and total amount is 40. After that outstanding wages. So So in outstanding wages, it is creditor for wages 3 workers and 2 months. The amount of book value is 6,000, but according to the rules, outstanding wages for the 3 people, 20 plus 20 plus 20, we are considering 3 clerks and amount is 60. Okay. So in this way, we have getting the 2 clerk salary amounting 40 and we are getting the wages for the 3 clerks amount is 60. So total preferential creditor amount is 100 and according to rules we have to payment as per contract amount is 100, that is fully paid, but according to the rules we are not shown the total of list B and list D in outer column. Next comes surplus as per contract. So the surplus of list B we are transferring in estimated value on asset side, amount is 10,000 minus we have to less the payment to preferential creditor, amount is 100. So we have to less from that payment to preferential creditors, amount is 100. So the total is 80,000. Now we are getting the deficiency as per list H. So the amount of gap it is 20,000. So total of the asset side that is 1 lakh, and also we are getting the total from the liability side that is 1 lakh. Next step will come deficiency account and trial balance sheet. Trial balance sheet is new for this sum because of we have to find the loss of last year. We have to not given the amount of the loss for the last year. Okay, so now we are going to the prepare deficiency account and the trial balance sheet. Okay, so after we are preparing the statement, it will come deficiency account and trial balance sheet. Trial balance sheet is for more. Okay, જ્યારે losses કીધેલું હોય પણ loss ની amount describe કરેલી ન હોય એવા સમયે આપણે ટ્રાયલ બેલેન્સ શીટ ની મદદથી લોસ ફાઇન્ડ આઉટ કરીને આપણે ડેફિશિયન્સી એકાઉન્ટ ની અંદર લોસ ની amount જે છે એ ડિસ્ક્રાઇબ કરવાની થાય. So very first we are starting from the deficiency account. Okay, so first entry is on 1st April Sri Joginder started business with capital of rupees 70,000. So આપણને બે રીતે ઓપનિંગ કેપિટલ જે છે આપેલી હશે, બે વર્ડ્સ યુઝ કરેલા હશે, that is one of initial capital and one another is opening capital. So here we given the opening capital and amount is 70,000. He made profit of rupees 55,000 for first 4 year and then after there was a loss. Okay, so very first we are passing the entry for the profit. Amount of profit is 55,000. We are shown on the plus side of deficiency account. Further they are suffering from the loss, but the amount of loss could not be known. જ્યારે amount of loss જે છે એ આઈડિયા ન હોય ત્યારે amount of loss ની એન્ટ્રી આપણે લખવાની થશે minus side of that, and ત્યારબાદ આપણે with the help of trial balance sheet we have to find out the amount of loss. Next it will come interest on capital, that is 20,000 was calculated on the capital. So interest on capital will be shown on plus side of the deficiency account. Amount is 20,000 and under the heading of interest on capital. Okay, next loan. So wife's loan, that is recoverable amount, so it will shown on plus side. Wife's loan amount is 10,000. Okay, now we have to show that there will be any benefit on the asset, there will be any profit on asset or what. So we have to show the book value and estimated value. So buildings estimated value is 50,000 and 20,000 of its book value. So very huge amount of the difference, it is 30,000, and now it is a profit on building because estimated value are more than the book value. જે બુકની કિંમત છે એના કરતા ઉપજેલ કિંમત જ્યારે વધારે હોય ત્યારે તેને આપણે કન્સિડર કરવાનું છે એઝ અ પ્રોફિટ. So that is 30,000. So we have to show under the head of profit on asset building and amount is 30,000. Okay. ત્યારબાદ list H ની અંદર the deficiency according to the list H and amount is 20,000 will be shown on the plus side of deficiency account. Next step, that is drawings 84,000. Total amount of withdrawal was rupees 1,000 for each month of all year. દરેક વર્ષની અંદર સેમ છે. So here we given the amount of drawings, that is 84,000. Okay, next comes bad debt. So we have to show the debtors. Debtors ની આપણે increase અને decrease ની value જોસી. તેના ઉપરથી આઈડિયા આપણને પડે. So market price is 30,000 and the book value is 40,000. So book value is more than the market value. So here we getting the gap of 10,000 which are shown under the head of bad debt એટલે કે ગાલખાત and which is shown on minus sign on deficiency account. So here we getting the bad debts of 10,000 from the list A, unsecured creditor. We are getting the bills dishonored amounting 6,000. After that we have to consider the assets. Assets will give a loss or profit. If there is a profit, it will shown on the plus side of deficiency account, and if there is a loss, then we have to show this amount on minus side of deficiency account. So here we getting the loss on assets. Very first, this is machinery. Estimated to realized value is 10,000 and book value of machinery, that is 40,000. So the amount of difference is 30,000 will be shown under the head of loss on assets. Assets is machinery and amount of loss is 30,000. Next, it will come stock. Okay, so market price of stock, that is 30,000 and book value of stock, that is 14,000. So what will be the amount of difference? Difference amount is 10,000. 10,000 are amount of loss which is shown under the head of loss on assets. Assets, that is stock, and amount is 10,000. After that, bills receivable. So very first we have to consider the estimated value of bills receivable. Estimated value of bills receivable, that is 8,000. Book value of bills receivable, that is 10,000. So what will be the amount of gap? Amount of gap is 2,000 and it will consider as a loss on bills receivable. So it is shown under the head of loss on asset. Asset is bills receivable and amount is 2,000. Now almost entries are over, but we have to find out the amount of loss on the basis of trial balance sheet method. So here we debit amount and credit amount. So very first start with the first entry on trial balance sheet. It is drawing 1,000 amount, but it will consider for 1 year and per month we have to count. So that is 12 and 7. So total amount is 84,000 will be shown on debit side of trial balance sheet. After value of building, so we have two values of building, that is estimated and book value. But in trial balance sheet we have to show the book value, and the book value of that, it is 20,000. So we have to describe on debit side, that is building, amount is 20,000. After that, machinery. So the estimated value of machinery, that is 10,000 and the book value of machinery, that is 40,000. Which amount we have to consider? We have to consider the book value when we are passing the entry in the trial balance sheet. So the book value of the machinery, that is 40,000. It will describe under the head of debit side of trial balance sheet. Next, that is debtors. Amount of debtors. Estimated value is 30,000 and book value of debtors, that is 40,000. So we have to consider the value of debtors. Debtors book value is 40,000. So here we passing the entry of debtors and amount is 40,000. Next, it will come stock. Market price of stock 30,000. Okay, we have two words, that is market price and that is estimated value. Both are same. We have to compare the estimated value with book value. In the trial balance sheet, we have the passing the entry and describe the amount which is shown as a book value. So amount of book value, that is 10,000. So in trial balance sheet, we are describe on debit side amount of stock, that is 40,000. Next comes bills receivable. So the estimated to realize value, that is 8,000, and the book value, that is 10,000. So the debit side of the trial balance sheet describe bills receivable and amount will be shown is 10,000. Last entry, that is cash in hand, it is 1,000. Estimated value and book value both are same. So the amount of cash, that is 100. Okay, now we are going to the credit side of that. Very first, profit. The profit આપણને first 4 year નો જે છે already describe કરી દીધેલો છે, that is amount 70,000. So the opening capital, very first we are passing the entry of opening capital. Opening capital is 70,000. After that, profit, first 4 year profit are 55,000. Next it is come interest on capital. So it is also described in the paragraph. Amount of interest on capital, that is 20,000. Okay, so we are described under the head of interest on capital on credit side, and amount is 20,000. Next it will come unsecured creditor. So we have to consider it will any kind of mortgage or not. So that is no any kind of mortgage, it is separately divided, that is unsecured creditor, and amount 74,100, which is shown on the credit side of the trial balance sheet. So the entry will be passed unsecured creditor and amount is 74,100. After we have to show that any kinds of loans are given or not. Okay, so we have given wife's loan amounting 10,000. Okay, so that amount will be shown on the credit side on trial balance sheet. So the amount is 10,000 and the head is wife's loan. So we have to show 10,000 under the head of wife's loan. Next, we have to show any kinds of creditors having mortgage. So we have to pass that entry on also credit side. Okay, so very first given creditors secured by lien on building and amount is 40,000. So these kinds of creditors are shown on also credit side. So credit side pass the entry, creditors have a lien on building and amount is 40,000. Next entry, creditors secured by lien on machinery. So we have a two mortgage creditors, that is partly secured. Very first mortgage on building and second mortgage on machinery. So entry will be passed on credit side, that is creditors secured by lien on machinery and amount is 15,000. Next it will come salary, wages or any kinds of miscellaneous expenses. So very first we have given two clerk salaries for 3 months. We have to consider the book value of that amount of salary. So it will shown on credit side under the head of clerk salary, amount is 3,000. Okay. Next we have to show another expenses. Another expenses will given wages, creditors for wages, amount is 6,000. Okay. So here we given wages and amount that will be 6,000. In last, if we have some outstandings are also shown on credit side. So we have outstanding rent amounting 1,000. So we are also shown on the credit side of trial balance sheet, that is outstanding rent and amount is 1,000. Okay. So in this way we are getting total 2,94,100 amount on credit side, and after minusing the amount of debit side, that is 84,000, 20,000, 40,000, 10,000, 40,000, 40,000, 10,000 and 100. We are getting the loss amount, that is 15,000. So in this way we are consider both side of total are same, that is 2,94,100. So we are getting the loss of 50,000. Now this loss we have to consider on this deficiency account. On minus side we have to describe the amount of loss 50,000. So we are getting tally the deficiency account and total will be 2 lakh and 2 lakh. So in this way, on the basis of trial balance sheet, sometimes if the company are not given any kinds of amount of loss and profit, so in this manner we have to very first prepare the trial balance sheet to find out the amount of loss or profit. So here we getting the total 2 lakh and 2 lakh. So we are telling both the account, trial balance sheet and deficiency account. Thank you.